So right now we're looking at Sue. This was today, and I told you guys like I really wanted to go hard on this one. I even said it yesterday that if it broke that 33.10, it would have a huge drop off. So I'll probably save this video, and these are sort of pretty much the types of stuff that we want to look for, pretty much. Uh, I'll just get rid of this, get rid of everything. So, like always, we want to start with the 4 hour, see if there's a resistance support. There's one support right there, or it's actually resistance, so it's a resistance right here. So, clear resistance right there, and then it crossed down, creating a support. Then we move down to the 2 hour. 2 hour says there was a heavy support line, which makes sense. It's getting close to the 4 hour. So this indicated that was a heavy support on the 2 hour. But the thing is, it broke on that Monday, but it recovered. So generally, this is sort of the best setups for puts. This is about 90%. If there's not an FOC meeting, this is a 90% pattern to go heavy on. And right when the market opens and you see it break down below, this is when you get in as much as possible and as quick as possible, because it'll have like a heavy downtrend. The best example to follow this is Netflix. Netflix had that huge fall too, but we weren't able to calculate. I can't remember what we were dealing with, but Netflix had the same pattern on that huge downfall. So I'll get rid of everything else. We'll start with the 4 hour. Also, I forgot to look into the 1 hour for Sue, but we'll look back into it. But as of right now, this we're focusing on the pattern that we're looking at. So we look at Netflix, had that huge drop. So we had the 4 hour support, which was that huge red candle underneath there. Go to the 2 hour. 2 hour broke. This red line broke that orange line. And I want to make another video to set up the charts sort of like mine, or close enough, because I have a whole bunch of indicators, and I believe TradingView only lets you have only 3. But I'll make another separate video because I actually might need your guys' help to find stuff, because I'll have you guys start with the hour. Then once you guys ask in the questions, then I can look at it and be a lot faster for me, other than me doing it by myself and looking through all the tickers. It'd be nice to have you guys have another set of eyes on it. And I'll make a separate video to set up your charts, and you guys will be focusing on the hours, because that's the main driver of a lot of the stocks. But as of right now, we're looking at the 2 hour. Let's go back. So we have a support on the 2 hour was right here, I believe. Yeah. So it says the 2 hour was right here. So, and let's look at the 1 hour. And the 1 hour had a huge red resistance. And the 1 hour will make it into a black line. This is right here. So the biggest things that we need to know is that did it break the 1 hour trend line first? That's the biggest thing. It has to break the 1 hour trend line first. The 2 hour has to be below it. That's automatic. Then once it breaks that 2 hour, great. It breaks the 2 hour. I generally want to see if it bounces off the 4 hour and does a retest this 2 hour. It doesn't really do it that much. That's a pretty hefty gap, which is about $9. So believe, let's double check the 4-hour, because I think the 4-hour was a little bit higher. So there's another 4-hour, which was right here. That's what it was. I was using the orange one. It's actually this one we had to look at. That was the first one. Was right here. That was the first 4-hour support. So this was right in the morning. I looked at the hour. So on the hour, it broke the hour, retested the hour, and broke down below it. Then we had like the heavy continuation on this downtrend. 2-hour, yes, the 2 hours right here. So yeah, we had a break on the 1-hour, the 2-hour, and the 4-hour. And right when it broke below 430, that's when it had that continuous heavy downtrend. Then the next day, it'll probably retest this 4-hour, which was really weak. Had double check with the 1-hour to see if it was continuous. The 1-hour break was right here, and it just kept on continuously going down. And that's what I sort of expected on coin last one, but it didn't happen because the number of sellers were too close to this red line, and we had that little bubble which created that little support on it. So that was a bummer. And that's why we had this huge downtrend. And Sue has the same concept pretty much. We'll go to the hour. The hour is up here. So first off, the hour is right here. Like I said, it has to break the hour first. Then after it breaks the hour, it needs to break the 2-hour. It has to go hand in hand. The 1-hour can't be down here because that's what causes the support and rebounces back up. The 1-hour support has to be above the 2-hour. Just, and this is for puts. Obviously, if it's for calls, it'll be the opposite, obviously. But as of right now, it broke the 1-hour, which was the main driver. Then it held like the 2-hour support. Once it breaks the 2-hour, always wants to retest it. Then once it breaks the 4-hour, then we have that huge drop. I expected to drop a little bit more tomorrow, but not as much. But I'm planning on just selling it right away. If it just gets down back near 31.58,